Hello friends, welcome back to your Pilates mat journey through 31 days of level 1 and 2 exercises with me. I'm so glad you're with me. How are you doing? How's it feeling? Yesterday we explored some spinal extension, some good hip strengthening, and today we're going to carry on with some more leg and hip work and deep core activation. So what's new? It's Pilates, deep core activation. Pretty much the name of the game throughout every movement, although sometimes you'll feel it more focused than others. But really, you want to keep that in mind is the key. So abdominal wall stability and abdominal wall collection is often what we need to activate first before we do any of the things that we're doing here together over these 31 days. Okay, so the first exercise is side lying. Side lying, one leg kick. So you'll come down onto your side and you can have a pillow under your head or just bend your elbow under your head to bring yourself down into this position. If you prefer to stay a little bit more upright on the elbow, that's also okay. I don't find it as comfortable for me, but if you choose that, then please feel free to take that version. Otherwise, we want to line up the head, the neck, the ribs, and the pelvis, all on a nice straight line. Now I'm going to bring my legs to a right angle or tabletop and find that sense of support through my side waist and my sense of balance here. So just collecting my abdominals, rolling my shoulders back, finding that thought of how my spine is lined up to start. Now, before we do our full one leg kick, I want to just start with a one leg lift here, just small movements through the outer hip muscles, okay? This is more of a prep exercise again. So activating through those deep outer hip stabilizers, finding a sense of the core supporting you so you're not rolling backwards, okay? You don't want to be moving into the back as you lift the leg. It's a pure, what we call abduction in the hip socket. So taking the leg to the side, in this case up, as opposed to rotating. It's a little different, yeah? Good, can you feel those outer seat muscles working? Let's do two more. 1 and 2. Good. Now from here, you're going to stretch the leg nice and long. So this is our starting position for our one leg kick. The foot is flexed, so my toes are pointing at you, and you can have your fingers in front for a little balance. As I lengthen my leg forward, I'm going to take 2 sniffs and then point the toes, take 1 blow as I extend the leg back. So it kicks forward 2 sniffs, and as I exhale, I move the leg back without swinging in my spine. So we go. We want to keep the leg on the same height as if you're sliding it along a table. We're engaging the abdominals here as we bring the leg forward, and lots of abdominals and glutes as we take the leg back. And you're really trying to encourage a nice lengthening hamstring kick, then maybe a little more, okay? So look for your end range and then encourage just that little bit extra with control. Let's do 2 more. 1 more time. Beautiful. Let's bend the knee. You can reach back, find your foot. A little quick quad stretch here. Heel towards your bum. Drive your hips forward. Breathe a couple deep breaths. This is a nice place to stretch the quadriceps. Some students of mine have difficulty doing this in standing. Okay, so side lying is a great alternative. And you can release the leg and let that come down. Okay, we're going to come over to our second side. So just roll into that hand, give yourself a little press, and shimmy over to your new side lying position. Again, you can support yourself, if you wish, up in this shape or right down onto your bent arm or a pillow. We'll start with the legs at a tabletop or right angle. Careful you're not tucking under in your bum, and also that you don't have your bum way behind you So we're trying to stack ourselves up in our good alignment, being thoughtful to where the head, ribs, and pelvis are. Okay, bottom waist should feel lifted. So there's those oblique muscles stabilizing you, and they're going to stay stable and supporting you as you start to lift and lower the top leg. This is an outer hip stabilizer, which when we do our side leg kicks, we need these stabilizers to be working to hold the leg in that start position, that table position. Nice. And again, notice if you're rotating back at all. Try to stay really steady here and just isolate this movement. For 4. Good. 3. And we're breathing out as you lift. 2. And 1. Now lower to hip height. Extend the leg. Good. Keep the foot flexed. Draw those abdominals in. We're going to kick forward and sniff 2 times. And then point the toes, take the leg back, squeeze your glutes. You'll feel a little stretch in the hip. Lots of abdominals here, please. And we flex the foot, sniff, sniff, and we point and extend. Again. You could have the hand on the floor for a little balance. You could have the hand on the hip for a little bit more challenge. Remember, we want to reach and then reach a little farther with control. Squeeze the glute. We've been learning how to find those seat muscles right at the top of the leg bone. Good, where the hamstrings and glutes are kind of meeting. Let's do again. And back, give a nice squeeze. Good, now bend your knee. You can reach back, find your ankle, and then press the hip forward. I'm bringing my heel towards my bum, but don't worry if it doesn't get there. Push your hip forward and draw your abdomen in. And give yourself a couple deep breaths. Again, this is a great stretch. Sometimes I do it on the front, so laying on your stomach, but again, students might have difficulty on their stomach doing this. It feels too compressive in their low back. So this side lying variation can be a nice opportunity to stretch the quad in a more comfortable place. Okay, and stretch that out. Awesome. Now, go ahead and give yourself a little press into the hand to come on up. So those hamstring movements have prepared us, hopefully, to have a little more range in our hamstrings as we do our next exercise, which is called scissors. Scissors can be challenging for sure. It's an abdominal curl with a scissoring leg movement. So instead of only moving one leg at a time, as you just did in your kicks, you'll be moving them both, passing each other as we're in a curled position. Let's give it a try. I'll talk you through it. So we start sitting. We can hold the backs of the legs or reach the arms forward. Whichever you need is all good. Exhale slowly to roll down. Take your time. You want to press the low abdomen into the floor. Reach through your legs. Come on down. And then bring yourself into, again, your hook line position. Now, as we come into our scissors, we want to think about that beautiful control that you just did in your side leg kick, so we're not twisting around through the exercise. We're going to lift one leg up to tabletop. Take a breath. As you exhale, collect your low abdominals. Feel that gathering, that knitting in through the deep core and ribs. Bring the second leg up. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, stretch your legs up to the sky. You're going to put your hands towards your outer knees or your outer calves or shins. Take a breath in. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up, and as you do, reach both hands up one leg and scissor the legs apart. 2 exhales. They pass, and then scissor. They pass, and scissor. So keep the sense of the legs reaching. Try not to bounce, but do get extension, a little more extension. 8 to go. Last 4. One more. Exhale, release your shoulders and head. Ooh, bring the feet down. Well done. Let your legs go over to one side. Arms can twist the other way. Come on back up through center. Let your knees rotate the other side. Arms and head can look the other way. Let's do that one more time each way. Just a little gentle twist. One more time, big breath. And exhale over. And then come on back to center. Give your knees a little hug. You can roll around on your pelvis or you can roll up to sitting. Awesome. Well done, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. I look so forward to it. Until then, keep well and practice your Pilates. Bye for now.